I have to start somehow. So I'm going to start because I have just been staring at myself, not knowing where to start. So, hi guys, how are you all doing? I hope you're doing well and keeping safe. As for me, I'm doing well and keeping safe. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're a new subscriber, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm kind of on the edge doing this video because it's a video that is very close to my heart, but I'm just going to dive right into it. I hope that there's going to be order in everything that I'm going to be saying because I don't have any notes with me. I had thought about doing this video, have been thinking about doing this video, but I haven't brought myself to write notes or to prepare anything. I just wanted to be authentic about it and just speak about or talk about the events as they come on my mind and as they follow. So let's just get right down into it. This is what happened. I do not want this video to be long. And the thing is, I talk too much. I don't know when to shut up. I just talk. Anyway, I moved away from Kenya and came to Europe. It was the most exciting feeling, but the scariest feeling ever. I was scared. And yeah, but I moved here. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about the journey from the moment that I knew I wanted to move from Kenya up to the point that I actually moved to Kenya and arrived here. So let's talk about it because I feel like everybody glamorizes moving to Europe and nobody talks about the struggles of moving here, or especially if you're from Africa, and not ever in Africa, if you're from if you're from Kenya, let me talk about what I know, because I know if you're from Kenya, it's so hard to get paperwork, to get the visa. It's so difficult and nobody talks about it. So, hey, let me share my journey authentically as it is. And yeah, let me know if you've moved abroad, if you had the same experience, if for you it was easy and all that kind of stuff. So I started wanting to move abroad when I was in high school. I think I was in Form 2, something of that sort. Well, in my high school, there was a program that every year they'd send people to, was it Sweden? Yeah, it was Sweden. They'd send people to Sweden and people came back to school and they were talking about the experience. And I thought to myself, oh my God, I'd really want to experience this one day, you know? I talked to my dad about paying the fee for me because there was, I think it was like 50K for you to take on that trip. I talked to him to pay it for me, but he didn't pay for it, not because he couldn't afford it, but just because he chose not to pay for it. Anyway, it's not about him today. It's about me and my journey. So I didn't get to experience that. Now, close to finishing high school, I discovered that I had a relative that lived in Europe, but I had never talked to them. I didn't have any relationship with them. Luckily, I got in touch with the mom, who was my aunt. But the thing is, my auntie and I used to talk every now and then. We didn't have a solid relationship or that type of friendship, something of that sort. But I did get the opportunity to go to her home to just say hi, nothing too serious, after I had finished high school, which was the perfect time if I wanted to move abroad because I am done with my basic education. So I got there, and luckily enough, the following morning, we were having breakfast and her daughter happened to call and I was there, and it's the daughter that had been abroad, Yule Auntie wa Maju. So I felt like, oh my God, I'm going to have a chance to talk to her, you know. And we got to talk with her, and just out of the blues, I told her, you know, I have really been wanting to move abroad. Well, it was on my mind when I was in high school, but I just really never got into it. I never got into chasing that dream. So she told me, oh, really? Yeah, how old are you? I was 18 at the time. I was fresh from high school, or 17. I don't remember how old I was when I finished high school. So she told me, yeah, it sounds like a good idea. Well, when you're ready, just let me know and I'm going to guide you with do's and don'ts and things of that sort. So I thought to myself, the fact that I do have a relative there, that it's going to be easier for me to move there. But little did I know, it's like, welcome to Kenya. It was like, welcome to adulthood, immaculate. You just don't want, and it's given to you just like that. You've got to work for it. You have to work for everything. This is a story time. Did I tell you that this is a story time? Well, this is a story time. I guess you already figured that out. Anyway, we got in touch, and I couldn't afford going into a language school, so she offered to pay for my language school. The language school she offered to pay for was German. So she enrolled me into a German school and I started learning German. Learned German. it wasn't that difficult because German is kind of, if I do say so myself, it's a bit close to English for me. So it wasn't that difficult for me. But then I met a boy. Oh my God, I met this boy. I met this guy who wasn't a boy. I met this guy and akani confuse. So I felt like mimi siwezi wacha mapenzi niende majuu kutafuta. Mimi nimeshapata boyfriend huku. Kwanza na ni mjaluo. Mi siendi majuu. Anyway, long story short, story ya shule ikaishia hapo. I didn't want to go to school anymore. I have a man. I'm not leaving my man. Hey, my God. Okay, before your frontal lobe develops, the things that you go through, I feel like, and let me stop diverting. Let me stay on the story time. So anyway, I stopped going to German school. Of course, my auntie was disappointed in me because she invested, she paid the school fees, she used to pay for my upkeep and all that type of stuff. And just like that, I didn't want to do it anymore. Fast forward, she told me it was time for me to get a passport. So she was really looking out for my dream. Like she was really pushing me to get into it and to do whatever it takes. So okay, I'm not studying anymore. I'm working. I was working as a hostess at the time. My job wasn't really good at the time. So my auntie told me it was time for me to get a passport. So send the money, went and applied for a passport. Then I got my passport, and then she told me, well, since it seems like you do not want to learn a foreign language, being German, maybe we can try to take the United States of America direction. So let's start to work that out. At the time, I had broken up with a boy. So I thought the best revenge possible is for me to move to the United States of America. And I felt like it was the best payback. Akiona nimeenda majuu, I don't know. Anyway, we started the United States of America journey. I think that lasted around 2 months or 1 month and something. And the boy came back and said he was sorry. Sasa akisema pole nifanye. Sinimsamehe na tuendelee kupendana. So hivyo ndio nilifanya. Forgive him. And I didn't want to go to America anymore. That was it. No, I'm done. No, I'm okay being here. So again, yeah, of course she was disappointed in me. But let me tell you, I thank God for her because as much as I was a kid, she actually had a lot of patience with me. Anyway, that was it. About me going to abroad, that was it. I have my passport, but there's nothing I'm really doing with it. Fast forward, me and him broke up again because it was inevitable. So we broke up and I moved on with my life. Got a job on and off, working, not working, looking for jobs, moving houses, shit hitting the fan, being broke, I've never been rich, but having money and all that type of stuff. Now let's fast forward this to 2021. In 2021, I had a very stressful job. I had a job that was driving me crazy. It was stressing me so much. It was a really draining job. And I was complaining to my mom about it all the time. One thing about my mama loves me so much. My mama and I have the best relationship. My mama is my best friend. And I'd call my mom every time. Well, not every time, but most of the time I'd call her crying. I'd tell her, Mama, this job is stressing me so much. It's draining me. One thing about my mom loves her daughter. My mom loves me too much. So my mom would always tell me, quit the job. I mean, you don't have kids. Nobody's waiting for you to send them money. You just work for yourself. Leave it and look for another job. There's no problem. But I didn't want it because, again, I have told you guys, I take pride in being independent, in taking care of myself. Don't get me wrong. I like when I'm taken care of. I like when, I don't know, I do like it, but I take pride in being able to afford things that I want to do for myself and without having to rely on anybody. I decided to come up with a plan. I didn't just want to quit my job without knowing what I'm going to do next. So I called my mom and I told my mom, hey mom, I have some money saved here. Let me not even lie to you. I had around 40 or 45,000. It wasn't more than 45,000 in my savings account. That's all I had saved. I called my mom and told my mom, I am tired of this job. Tell me what I'm supposed to do from here because I do not want to quit my job and just stay at home. My mom asked me what I wanted to do. So I told my mom, I want to revive my dream of going abroad. My mom is not a rich woman. Don't get me wrong. I am not a rich kid. I don't come from a rich family. It's always been my mom and I support myself where I can, and my mom supports me to the best of her ability. May God give that woman the longest life. So my mom told me, okay, quit the job and we will figure out what to do. I asked my mom, are you sure? Remember, I have rent in Nairobi. I need to eat. And I wasn't willing to move back in with her. I I am too used to living by myself. My mom told me, quit the job. I will take care of your rent. I will take care of you, and we'll figure out what to do. So I waited for that month, got paid, and quit my job. And I called my mom and told her, hey, mom, I have quit my job. And my mom told me she was going to come down to Nairobi to my house, and then we were going to make a plan. So she came. We figured out what we were going to do. Went and talked to some agents. Let's get to the topic of agents. Went and talked to some agents about the dreams I had, the countries that I wanted to go to. I wanted to go to the United Kingdom because they speak English. I speak English. I don't have to learn any language. It's going to be easy peasy for me, or so I thought. So I talked to an agent and I asked her what I needed to do. She told me that I needed to enroll in a community health course in order for me to be able to just get a job and blend right in. I'm just summarizing it up. So I was like, okay, how much is it? The school fees was around, I don't remember. What I remember is that one exam cost around 35,000 Kenya shillings. And for a semester, it was around, 50, 60,000. So around 90,000. Let's just call it 100,000 for a semester plus the exams. I was supposed to take 3 semesters. That means 3 exams for 2 years. Okay, I didn't want to study for 2 years to go to abroad. So I asked her, is this going to be enough if I just do the certificate level, the diploma level, and not proceed with the diploma level 2, something of that sort? It's been a few years now. And she told me, yeah, we could make it work. So I decided 3 semesters, around 30K, 300,000, something of that sort. Okay, so I talked to my mom about it. Remember, the only amount of money I had saved was around 45,000 Kenya shillings. My mom came, and the amount of money that she had was around 60 something thousand. Anyway, my mom and I put together did not have more than 100,000 saved. I want to go to school that is going to cost us like 300,000 Kenya shillings. I have my rent, I have my food, but my mama told me, Immaculate, we are going to do this, and how we are going to do this is with God. I'm about to cry. This story is so close to my heart. My mom told me, this is everything we have. Literally, tuliekelea hizo pesa kwa meza. And my mom told me, Motheo, this is everything you and I have. We're going to start this journey and you're going to fulfill your dreams, but we're going to do it with God. Because just you and I, we will not be able to do it. And we started this journey with nothing but around 95K and God. That was it. 95,000 and faith. That is all. We just took the leap of faith and knew that God is going to take control. So we started. I enrolled into school, started studying, finished studying, went to the agent and told her, hey, I am done studying. What do we do? Now, the process of studying, after finishing studies, I remember the last exam. I didn't have money. We only had 1.5 weeks or 2 weeks left to the deadline of the payment of the exams. And we needed a whole 35,000 and I did not have the money. And my mom told me, Motheo, don't worry, God is going to provide. And then I would think to myself, Mom, you're telling me God is going to provide, but this money, hii pesa itoki mahali, hakuna mtu tunategemea tutumie hii pesa. And let me tell you, I'm not going to go into details. Lakini God provided. Every time I stuck, from the moment my mom told me, let us take the leap of faith. Mungu atakuwa na sisi. God is going to provide. God just used to provide miraculously. People will just send me money. Let me tell you, if there's one thing yenye mimi usema, I have daddy issues, and sometimes I feel like if maybe my daddy was present, I wouldn't have financial crisis sometimes. I wouldn't face some problems that I do face sometimes. But since I discovered that God is the father of the fatherless, Mungu mwenyewe ndio alikubali baba akwe yuko kwa maisha yangu. Mungu hawezi kubali niteseke kwa hii maisha. God, mimi from the moment niliacha hiyo kazi to hii jani yangu yote ya kutaka kukuja majuu, let me tell you, God has, he has worked miracles in my life. God has moved mountains that seemed like they cannot be moved. God has opened doors. God has graced me. God has favored me, in ways that nilikuwa nabaki nauliza mamangu, mam, sasa hapa tutadu, hatuna do, we are not rich, we don't have ati people tutapigia simu tuwaambie tupatieni. God, you people, try God. Just whatever you want to do, ambia to God, I'm doing this with you, and just just watch God work. Anyway, I finished school, went back to the agent, nikaambia agent, nimemaliza United Kingdom, tunaenda hatuendi? Akasema tunaenda. Aya, kunipeleka United Kingdom, unataka pesa ngapi? She told me she's going to charge 80,000, but I'm going to pay in installments. So 40,000 once I get the contract, and I get the contract, so that means we book the appointment, niende nikapate visa. Nikishapata visa, then nimlipe the other 40,000, na mimi nipack virago vyangu niende majuu. Simple, right? Very simple. Oh God, it was not simple. Nothing close to it. So 2021 to 2022 nikamaliza shule. 2022 then no, hii journey inaanza 2020 ama 2021? Inaanza 2021, yes, I'm right. So 2022 nikamaliza shule around June. So then tukaanzana na agent. Nikauliza agent, hii process ita take how long? Akaniambia latest by September, October of 2022 unafaa kukuwa ushaenda United Kingdom. Hey, mimi nikajiambia, don't play with it. Do not play with it. I am ready to go there and live up to my full potential. Where? But did the world have some news for me? I waited. Paid 20,000 first because we could not afford 40,000. Tutatoa wapi? 20k first, but she promised to start working, and then when she does get the contract, nilipe the other 20,000. Actually, Ivo. She was really nice. She was a very helpful lady. She was a very nice lady. She's a nice agent, and most importantly, she's an honest woman. Anyway, we started the journey. I waited the first month, second month. She's a very busy woman, so it wasn't easy to get her on the phone. Hi, July, August, September, nothing. Nafaa kwenda majuu next month kweli. We had a meeting. She told me that it's a bit difficult right now. Maybe we can try Canada, but Canada is more expensive. Canada is going to cost me around 150,000. Okay, so tutafute pesa zingine. Okay, inamaanisha that nafaa kukuongezea pesa, not just the amount of money that I gave. Okay, how much money? Juu nilikuwa nimemlipa 20k, inamaanisha I need to pay half of it in order for us to start. So that's 75,000. Kumaanisha I need to add like 55k. Let me not bore you with the mathematics. I didn't have the money again, but I told God, you see my heart and you see what I want to do. So do this for me. No, God did not do it for me. It is not everything that you pray for, God is going to tell you yes. Apana. It doesn't mean God hates you. It just means that he has better plans for you. So no, I didn't get the money. But again, she said that she was going to start working towards what I wanted, like the kwenda to Canada and nitafute pesa pole pole. So that is what happened. Oh God, this video is already 18 minutes long and I don't want it to be very long. Fast forward, Canada did not happen. I waited for 6 months, calling, postponing, wait, there isn't a contract, kuja to apply pamoja, looking, applying to jobs. I applied to, I can't even keep count, 200, 300. I was applying every day, about 20 different jobs in Canada, every day for almost 6 months. I don't know how many jobs that is, but I didn't give up. My mom kept telling me, endelea kuapply Motheo, endelea Kadeu, you never know Mungu atafanya nini. I applied and got tired. I couldn't do it anymore. I was losing hope. I was losing faith. I am jobless. I thank God for my boyfriend, because it was around the time that I met my boyfriend. Jobless, bila pesa, but that guy, hata kama hanijui vizuri sana, yani he took full responsibility of me, hadi nikasema, yani karibu nile feeling ya kufanyia babako, ovo, ulikuwa unadhani nitateseka juu uliniacha, ovo, look at my boyfriend taking care of me like he's my own father, ovo. God, I thank God for my boyfriend. Anyway, my boyfriend really helped me a lot in that journey. So Canada failed. The nights I spent crying, the days I spent just in the house not wanting to go anywhere, and the days my boyfriend tried his level best to cheer me up and to push me with my dream. He never let me get comfortable by the fact that he was taking care of me, to get comfortable to the point that I'm not even chasing my dreams anymore. No, he'd still push me, apply, enda kwa hiyo, enda upatane na huyo mama, huyo agent wako, jua what's going on and all that type of stuff. Anyway, Canada failed. I couldn't do it anymore. I was tired. Now, do you remember my auntie, the one that was trying to take me to German school, United States of America? Huyo. Out of the blues, she calls me. Actually, she texts me, Kadeu, habari ya siku mob, how are you? And I'm like, I'm good. What are you up to nowadays? Bado uko job? And I'm like, hey, call me whenever you're able to call me. She actually called me immediately. So I told her, I quit my job. I have been jobless for the last, at this time, it was in 2023. I have been jobless since 2021. I have been trying to go to abroad. 2021, 2022, sasa ni 2023. I have spent money, I have met agents, So she told me, okay, which country do you want to go to? I told her I want to go to United Kingdom. So she told me, okay, can the agent that you give money refund your money? I said, I have to ask her. So I called the agent and she said, yeah, I will refund your money because it has taken some time. I can tell you, that is why I'm saying God was in my story. We took a leap of faith and God showed out and showed off through me. Anyway, I called her. She was really nice. She's a really nice woman. So she told me, I will refund your money. She refunded the money in full, in yote. She was not left even with a single coin of mine. She's a really nice woman. The thing about this agent, the reason she wasn't able to take me to where I wanted to go is because she had told me that it's a bit difficult for UK and Canada. Not impossible, but difficult. But I was running out of patience. It was the third year. It was looking really hopeless for me. I wasn't seeing any light at the end of the tunnel. So she refunded the money. I went back to my auntie and told her, hey, this is what I have and how do we move on from here? So my auntie sent me to another agent. Go there because you want to go to the United Kingdom, right? Go there, find out. So I went there, talked to her. She told me that she needed like 250,000 or 300K. If you're a Kenyan, mnajua mambo ya agents. We talked and I didn't have that amount of money. And most importantly and above all, I was going to go to the United Kingdom, but kujipatiana. I wasn't going to go there legally. So I thought to myself, am I going to spend 300,000 in order for me to just look for a visitor's visa to get to a foreign country and give myself up as a refugee? That is not my portion. That is not what God planned for me. I mean, look at me. God knows I can't. God knows I won't be able to survive a day there by myself. And yeah, it wasn't my portion because God did not permit for it to happen. I was sad because I thought that God was just not answering my prayers because I thought to myself, God, if you're with me, if you're for me, why are you not providing me with this money? Anyway, the UK dream was feeling very dull and it wasn't promising at all. So I didn't get the opportunity because I didn't have the money to pay for the agent. My auntie told me, Immaculate, you're still young. We can do this differently. We can take a different direction for your dream. Okay, what's the direction? She told me, you're going to come to Europe. And you're going to come to Europe under student's visa. I thought to myself, I have actually, apart from the college diploma-ish that I did, I have actually never gone to school. And I used to love going to school until my father shattered that dream for me. And then I suddenly hated school, didn't want anything to do with school, didn't want to study. I just didn't want anything to do with school. But then when this opportunity seemed like it was going to happen for me, then I thought, okay, I am going to embrace it. So she also needed to pay some people, pay for documents, do a lot of stuff. So it wasn't for free. She is my relative, she's my auntie, but it's not charity work. And this time, remember that I failed her with the German story, with the United States of America. So she's not going to be betting on me with paying for everything that I need paid for. So then we started the journey. This was in 2023. In 2023, August, we started. So she got me enrolled into a school in France, got me the right paperwork, and got me a host family because that is where I need to be staying as I study. Booked the appointment for me at the French embassy. The day came, I went to the embassy. Upon getting there, they asked for my documents, and then just one mistake. It only takes one thing. Yani, I didn't have the right size of the passport photos. Anyway, they told me just leave the ones that you have, there's no problem. But even as I left that embassy, I felt like, am I going to get a visa denial because of this? Fast forward, I waited for the 21 days, and yeah, you guessed it right. The visa was denied. My God, I cried. I was so sad. I was so depressed. Alafu unajua nini? I had already planned like a go away party just with my family, my immediate family, my boyfriend's family. Yeah, they did come to the party and it was so sad. I was trying to put myself together, but no. It was if you have tried going to the embassy and gotten a denial, then I believe you know how I was feeling. So anyway, France, that was it. I wasn't going to France anymore. But my auntie is the type of person that is not going to give up. Nothing is impossible. And we are believing in God. So she told me, why are you crying? Stop crying. We're going to try again. Okay, let's move on. Get me an Italian school, pays for it again because I can't afford it. Because when I do come here, then I can give her back her money and many other short stories. Gets me another host family because I need to be living somewhere as I go to school, and it's time to go to the Italian embassy. For Italy, you don't go to the Italian embassy. You go to the, I don't remember what it's called. It's like a visa application somewhere where Italy, Belgium, anyway, I don't remember. It's called, what is the name of that place? I don't remember in Italy, but you don't go to the embassy. In Westlands, but you don't go to the embassy. So I booked my appointment and went there. I'm not getting into details because if I get into details, this is going to be an hour's vlog. Anyway, got all my papers together and went. Upon getting there, everything went smoothly. I've remembered something. The second time when applying for the visa, for the Italian visa, I didn't tell my mom because when I got denied the France visa, my mom was so disappointed. My mom was so heartbroken. I feel like she was even more hurt than I was actually hurt. So the second time, my auntie and I decided to do it without telling anybody. The only people that knew that I was now applying for visa was my boyfriend, my auntie, and I. As I was going through the whole process, my mom did not know anything. And I remember my mom kept asking me, Mutheo, when you're not trying again, you're not going to go back to applying, blah, blah, blah. And I kept telling my mom, mom, no, we're still looking for options. We're still trying to apply to schools and all that type of stuff, to find host families and all that type of stuff. I wanted to get the visa and surprise my mom with it. But oh my, a huge surprise was waiting for me. Again, I didn't get the Italian visa. And then my mom told me, hey, Kadeo, there's something that has been pushing me so much. I would like to go to a prayer center with you. It's not that there's anything wrong with you. You're not bewitched or anything. Si kila kitu ni mapepo. But let's just go and talk to God. Let us just go and have some alone time with God. Let us go and fast. Let us go and be in God's presence. And I told my mom, Mama, you've read my mind. I would actually love to do that so much. I've been shooting for too long. The light is affecting my eyes. I can barely see. Anyway, so my mom told me, I think it's time for us to go in the presence of God and just talk to God. Please pardon me, I need to have my glasses on because I can't see anything. The light is too much and it's affecting my eyes. So we went to the prayer center and I did not know that was something I needed so much. We went to Cataloni Prayer Center and I have never felt so light. It's like a burden was lifted from my shoulders. It's like, yes, I was trusting God, but I wasn't letting go of control. I was trusting God, but still wanting to hold the steering and have a little bit of control. I went there. I let it all out. I talked to God and I told God that I was done. I was done. I was done. If it was my fate to move to abroad, then I was going to move. But at that moment, I told God, I am done. Little did I realize that is all God needs from us. He just wants you to be done. Just be done. Be done. When you're done, God will start. And that's all it took. I went there and I meant it from the deepest part of my heart. I was tired. I was exhausted. My soul was done crying and begging God every day. But the thing is, God has not asked us to beg Him. God never said we should beg Him. God just tells us to let go and let Him. So I let go and I let God. And oh God, I did what? I watched God work. We left Cataloni Prayer Center and I went back home with nothing. We didn't have money. At the time, Sasa, apart from my boyfriend helping me, I'm telling you, my mom's business was really not going well. I'm jobless, so I don't know. Yani, I was about to say I don't know how we did it, but I know how we did it because God did it. My auntie got me another host family, got a school, worked day and night, paid for the school, worked day and night. We got an embassy appointment, worked day and night, got my documents in order, which was so expensive. If you want me to do a detailed vlog about the documents and now the moving process in an in-depth video about the documents that I got, everything I gathered and how everything worked out, please let me know. And I will do a very detailed vlog about all the documents that I needed, everything that I have learned being here. So just comment and let me know if you want that information. Anyway, the day came and I went to the embassy, this time to the Spanish embassy. I do not speak Spanish. I don't know anything about hola and como estas. I only know that right now because I have been here. But I told myself I am going to Duolingo my way to Spain. Don't play with it. I Duolingoed my way to Spain. I'm not even joking. I Duolingoed my way to Spain. I went to the embassy. Everything went smoothly. When I left, I didn't have all the documents needed. So they asked me to go and get certain documents. I got them. They gave me a return date. I went back, gave the documents. So I felt, I don't think I'm going to get this visa because I was missing some documents. I took them back. Then the second time they looked at them, they were not okay. They sent me back. I went back and told them I have been told that I can't get that particular document because that's how the functioning is right now. And that was okay. So then they told me to go and wait again. I remember we had gone to my shosho's home and I got a call from the embassy, and they asked me when I could. Actually, they asked me when I could go to the embassy, and I told them, of course, ukipigiwa simu kama hiyo, even right now I can come, but well, nilikuwa kwa shosho yangu, so I told them even tomorrow if it's possible. And I told my mom, Mama, we have to go. Now this Spanish option, my mom knew. I wasn't surprising her anymore because I told her after I got denied the Italian visa, I told her, and she told me, you don't have to go through this alone. We will go through the heartbreaks together. So tell me when you're doing it the next time. I told my mom, hey mom, we have to go back to Nairobi. That day, abruptly, we packed our things. Shosho yangu akatutayarishia vitu za kubeba. You know, shoshos, oh God, I love my vintage body too much. My shosho also knew, and as I was leaving, I remember my shosho told me, Kadeu, just put God in front. Whatever comes, we're praying for you, we are behind you. Whatever happens, we have got you, we're a family. Mimi, I have a whole army behind me. It's not even about the money. It's not about, I'm not a rich kid, I have said that. But the support from my shosho, my aunties, from my mom's side, my uncles, may God bless them. Yani, I do not have a father. My only father is my father in heaven. But apart from that, my uncle, my mom's brother, that is the next thing that I know to a dad. So we went back to Nairobi, and I didn't even know that I was going to get my visa. I thought maybe it was something that I needed to go. Maybe I don't have enough documents or something of that sort. So I went to the embassy. Morning, I went back to Nairobi. Sorry, morning came. Sorry, this story is all over the place. I hope I'm making sense. I told my boyfriend, hey, tomorrow I have to go to the embassy. I don't know what I'm going to do, but they said that I should go. Got dressed up in the morning. Mimi huyo, nikaenda mpaka Upper Hill, embassy ya Spain. Nikaenda nikafika, nikakaa hapo kidogo, nimeitwa kufanyishwa interview na wanaitwaje hawa watu wanafanyishananga interview, wanaitwaje? I don't remember, but now the Spanish lady. Nikaingia na nifanyisha interview, tukafanya interview. Remember, mimi hata siongeangi Spanish. I was lucky juu tulifanya yote na English. Apart from, sijui aliniuliza nini ya Spanish. Sijui aliniuliza how are you, ama aliniuliza good morning na Spanish. And I told you I was duolingoing my way the whole time kutoka ni apply for the visa time. Nilienda kuacha passport yangu embassy. And I was able to answer it. I did my interview and got my visa the same day. Tell me kama huyo si Mungu. After sijui sina document gani, enda ulete, enda ufanye, nikangoja. Siku nilifanya interview, nikaambiwa niende kwa waiting area. Kidogo nikaitwa, nikapatiwa passport yangu ikiwa imestampiwa na visa. Actually, let me tell you, I think hata that guy thought I'm very dramatic. Nilipiga tu magoti hapo, machozi ikatoka, ninatetemeka, ananiambia shika hii, you will need this for your school. Hizi documents ukishafika huko sijui utazihitaji kupresent shule. Sikuwa nasikia kitu anasema. I was shaking. Machozi inatoka. I'm not crying. Machozi inatoka tu. I just want to have some privacy at that time to just tell God, thank you. To just tell God, you knew better. Kai, hata mwili imejaa goosebumps sahi. I could go on and on with this story. So I did get my visa. I got my visa after 4.5 years of trying, and after 2 failed attempts za visa, after 2 denials, and after 4 trials za different countries. Is it actually 4? Germany, USA, UK, Canada, France, Italy. I got it right the 7th trial. I got it right the 7th trial. Wow. If you don't believe in God, just try him. I swear. Just try God. Jaribu tu. And you will see how God is going to work. Because for me, God, I'm going to cry. I don't want to ruin my makeup. But let me tell you, maybe I have seen God work. I got my visa. Hata sikuwa nataka kuwaste time Kenya. I got my visa on a Tuesday. Nilitoka Kenya the following week on a Monday. I didn't tell anybody. I only told my mom, again, my boyfriend, his family. I only told my immediate family. I didn't tell any friend. I only told one friend of mine the night before leaving, on Sunday before I left on Monday, and I actually told her because she needed something in my house, and I had to tell her why she can't get it because I'm clearing my house and blah blah blah. But I had planned to not tell anybody. So that is the only way that she found out that I was going to abroad. I didn't want to tell anybody. I wanted first nifike, ni settle down. Yani nilikuwa naona mi staki bad spirits. Staki, I'm not saying that my friends are like that, but I just wanted, I wanted, it was a very intimate moment that I wanted to just celebrate with my family only. I had very close friends. What am I trying to say? I didn't tell anybody apart from that friend of mine. And again, I also told her because of circumstances, because she was wondering, naharakisha kutengeneza nywele, sijui kucha, sijui nini, mbona siwezi tumia hii kitu yenye nataka kutumia kwa nyumba yako. So I mean, and we've been friends for so long. I lost friendships again because I came to abroad without telling some of them that we were very close. And I mean, it was very heartbreaking, but there's nothing that I could really do about it. I tried to make amends again because I moved abroad, and still they figured out because trying to call me, my Safaricom number haingi, so there is 1+1, and you know that I have been trying to go abroad, but still ukiuliza, I tell you hapana, si ati nimeenda, niko around. So there was the lying bit, but I just wanted that privacy. I tried to make amends and explain why I didn't tell anybody when I was leaving, but I mean, it didn't work, and that's okay. I've made peace with it. It doesn't make them a bad person. It doesn't make me a bad person either. Maybe I hurt them, maybe they felt bad, but I mean, it was an intimate moment that I wanted. I don't know how to move on from that. Anyway, so yeah, I did move here, and I'm not going to get into details about the journey of being here because this is already a 40 minutes vlog. I don't know if there's anybody who has watched it up to this point, but yeah, the only thing I can finish by saying is I trust God in everything. Just trust God. Let go and let God. We're going to be in touch very soon. And until I see you guys, please subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video, comment something. Let me know something in the comment section. I feel like there's so much I have left unsaid that I would want to actually say. So maybe I might do another part, an in-depth part about preparing my documents to come here. Anyway, until then, show me some love. I love you all very much. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for everybody that is subscribing. Thank you for all the likes, for all the comments. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I am so grateful. Until I see you all, take care of yourselves. Be good. Trust God in everything, and just let go and let God and watch God work. Bye.